the greatest, grandest, largest, longest fragrance cologne unboxing. And these were purchased basically for lots of videos. I purchased these over a long period of time, so it wasn't like I just went out yesterday and bought all of these, but there's going to be about 20 here. If you want to see these videos in a deep dive, make sure you hit the subscription button, and these will all be featured in future videos. Not going to go super in detail with these because there's so many of them, so let's just start. And I might say a little bit about them, but really this is just an unboxing, and I might say one or two things about them. I might test a couple of them, but if you want to see like more detail, then stay tuned. Let's just start. This is put this bag inside of a bag. That was nice of them. I'm already smelling it. That's a good sign. So, this is Craze by Armaaf. You'll notice a lot of just random fragrances. A lot of them were recommendations. A lot of them were suggestions and different video ideas, and I love Armaaf. I think Armaaf is great, and this is a lesser known Armaaf cologne. The one that everyone's probably familiar with is the Très Nuit, and then there's a lot of kind of famous Armaaf. Club de Nuit is another one as well, so let's go ahead and open her up. So, this here, that's pretty cool. It should be obvious, but I've never smelled these before, and this is the first time that I'm seeing them as well. So, this is Craze. Get this out of the box. Just a regular. That's kind of cool. I like it. I don't like, I mean, not that they're that expensive, but I don't really care if things have super high quality boxing. It just doesn't mean much to me. So you have Armaaf, Craze, Eau de Parfum, 3.4 ounce, made in France. So I did hear from somebody that there's a lot of ethical issues with Dubai and I guess more specifically United Emirates, different clones and houses over there as far as ethics are concerned. Most almost everything is France colognes, as far as colognes go. So you got this Craze going around the side, and this is a clone of Pegasus by Parfums de Marly. So I don't really smell anything. Let's put it on a tester strip. 1, 2, 3. So, Pegasus. Gosh, that's weird. Like floral notes, sweet, sugary, but not citrusy. Like super floral, but also clean and fresh. Like kind of like if you mixed a perfume and a men's body wash together. There could be some bergamot in there, and that's why a lot of men's fragrance or men's body washes use bergamot. That's delightful. That really is. That's really good. It smells elegant, it smells fresh, it smells clean, but it also smells a little feminine. I could see where you would either love this or hate it, because it does have one note in there. I can't pick it up, but it has kind of a smell of like makeup, like ladies' makeup, which is why I think maybe it contains iris. I don't know, but iris is a very popular ingredient in makeup. So very powdery. I would say like very powdery. Very interesting. Craze. Craze, not crave. Craze. I like it. It's a beautiful amber fragrance. It's not gonna break the bank. And Parfums de Marly has some really cool scents to it. Let's start moving boxes around here. Hopefully nothing gets too loud, but I'll move this over here. I'll probably stop the film and then like switch over boxes because I got 20 of these guys. So. All right, next. We are on to Lattafa. A lot of these Lattafas, you kind of got to be not careful. I don't want to make it sound like it's like a gotcha thing, but a lot of these Middle Eastern houses, they don't have 100 mils. Usually it's less than that. So you're not getting 3.4 ounces. Let's go ahead and cut it open. I'm going to try to outsmart the system here. It's really funny because you can't smell anything with this cellophane. And as soon as you open it, you just immediately, the smell just comes wafting up to you. So this is one of those clones from, I believe, this is one of the clones from United Emirates that I will be looking into, and maybe put a cologne and ethics and fragrances video. I think that'd be kind of cool, going in like what colognes have, or what companies have high ratings and which ones do not. So Lattafa, 90 ml. This is the, I'm gonna butcher this, Kayan Alforan. I know I didn't say that correctly, but it's nice, embossed on the side here. Beautiful golden horse. Lattafa. I'm gonna have to look into maybe a little bit more about the company, but the amount of fragrances that this company makes is unbelievable. There's so cement. I have quite a few here, and I haven't even scratched the surface of what there is available. So, very simple. Very, very simple. This is a $23 cologne. So, and a fragrance, because it's supposed to be unisex. So, empty. Nothing special about the box. Again, I kind of like that. That's, let the fragrance speak for itself. So, here we go. This is embossed. Dude. It's kind of cool. Kayan, Alforan, Eau de Parfum, made in the UAE. So let's see. Oh, magnetic cap. I like that. These bottles, I will say, usually have very questionable pressing and sealing on them right here. And if this is not flush with the bottle, it will leak. And that's what I've noticed with some of these cheaper fragrances, is that they tend to have problems with that. So I don't remember anything about this other than I think it's supposed to be pretty feminine. I think there's some vanilla in here, so let's see. I was not expecting that. So first off, just whenever you do that, I guess with the cap, you don't allow the alcohol to evaporate, so let's use a tester. I'm not gonna judge that off of that. Wow, that is weird. That is a lot different. So I knew that there was a Lattafa that had raspberry as the opening note, and I thought it was another one of these, but this is what I'm getting. Yeah, that's 100% like, it has an opening like herba pura, if you've ever smelled herba pura, like the red fruits. I'm not getting a whole lot of vanilla. It's fresh, but it's super fruity. God, it honestly, like, it makes you want to drink it. Like, it smells really good, like strawberries, raspberries, citrus. That's all I'm getting. I'm honestly not getting anything other than just, like, red fruit. Interesting. As it dies down, it gets a little bit woodier, but really interesting. That one is going to have to grow on me, I think. But Armaaf, Kayan, Alforan. God, I know I'm saying that incorrectly. I know that's probably not how it's pronounced. Let's go to one that I'm not going to have to unwrap, shall we? So, this is Uomo by Salvatore Ferragamo. And this is the Uomo Casual Life. This is the Eau de Toilette, because a couple of these are old school, and before you had Eau de Parfums and parfums everywhere, you had Eau de Toilettes. This is the first designer fragrance that I have on here, Ferragamo Salvatore, and supposedly it's supposed to smell really sweet, like a dessert. So let's see. Oh, that's kind of cool. You'll notice that as a whole, I'm very easily impressed. So this is a tester. Got some bottle wear, got some dust on it. You got Ferragamo on the sides here. Ferragamo. Uomo Casual Life. No cap on this guy. So, made in Italy. I'm not a huge one for sweet fragrances, but 3.4 ounce. I really like the bottle. I really do. I think it's really cool. Let's go for it. 1, 2, oh, one more. Oh, that's so 90s. Like 90s and early 2000s clones, the Carolina Herrera, the openers for Guess, Designer, Diesel, they all have this very pungent floral opening note, or floral paired with some sort of fruit that just kind of takes your breath away when you first get it. Calvin Klein's, I mean, all of them have this in common. It's nice. I'm not getting sweet. I'm not getting dessert. I mean, I'm getting sweet, but I'm not getting like food. It doesn't smell like a food. It's interesting. I'll reserve my judgment till I can apply it later, but definitely molds into something that becomes a little bit more developed and complex. When you first spray it, it's just nothing but alcohol and flowers. It develops. Cool. I like that. Put this to the side. This I got specifically for a new video that I'm gonna shoot. This is Nitro Red for him. Pour Homme for him is what it means. Eau de Parfum, 3.4 ounce. And I won't go too into this. Stay tuned and watch a little bit more. And I'll go into this cologne a little bit more. There. So let's try to outsmart the system again here. 1, 2. So, I'll be honest with you. I do not have high hopes for this thing, but we're gonna try it out. I've never heard of the brand, the designer. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but very interesting. One thing I will say though, whenever you get a new cologne, this is what you don't want to have. This is what you don't want to listen to or hear. You don't want to hear all of that moving around and stuff. Secure your colognes. Come on, people. So, this guy was even expensive, you know, $40 for a non-designer fragrance. I mean, everything is a designer fragrance. So, here it is. Yeah, it's just, come on. I mean, come on. This was, let's see where it was made in France. So I don't think this is a Middle Eastern company, but it could be. You turn to the bottom and you see every single language represented. So I don't know. This is the cologne. It has very much a John Varvatos kind of vibe going on, where they had like the Dark Rebel and the older stuff, Varvatos and Black. I think I'm saying the name correctly. And they had just a plain bottle and like leather wrappings around it. I always thought it was cool. So you have this little chain on here with some suede, some leather wrapped around it. It's nice, you know, it's nice. Got a gold cap on here. I know nothing about this cologne. Let's spray it and see what's up. 1, 2. Oh, that's a good sprayer right there. Oh, what the heck is that? What is that? It instantly caused my nose to like start twitching. Wow, that is pungent. There's like, oh my gosh. Okay, now that's really nice. It smells like bubble bath or like potpourri. It's difficult to describe. It smells woody, but it also smells like lavender, some sort of relaxing scent, but it's also matched with like a very strong sweet note. So a lot of lavender scents are relaxing. This is not. This is invigorating. This is energizing. That is like some straight up cinnamon in there too that I can smell. That's really nice. That's a really complex profile. It smells fresh, but it smells like, it takes me back to Christmas. It smells super like festive. I stand corrected. I'm gonna have to test the performance of this guy before I could recommend it to all of you to see how long it lasts. That is a phenomenal. I really enjoy that. Again, it smells like Christmas to me, like when you go into Bed Bath or Bath and Body Works. Some of the potpourri, some of the fruitier scents, like they had like a candy cane and gingerbread one. I don't know what specifically is in here that reminds me of that. Maybe a little bit of undertones of vanilla as well, but it smells like Christmas to me. I did not expect that. Yeah, I did not expect that. Oh my gosh, so far. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It's easy to impress me. Take that as you will. Alright, move on. This is the last fragrance from the first box. This is Baloud from Lattafa, and this is their Honor and Glory. Such cool packaging. I really like that. 3.4 ounce eau de parfum, and like the rest of them, United Emirates. Let's see what we can do here. I kind of feel bad just throwing away these boxes. Some of these companies spend so much time and attention on designing these things. Super cool box. I really like it. The reason why I got this one was because this is the top rated perfume cologne unisex fragrance that I could find from Lattafa. That was not the obvious ones that all of you know about, so I'm very interested. Now, I thought they said this one was the raspberry opener, so I'm interested to see this one. Purposefully tried to not really do a whole lot of studying on these things. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. So, purposefully try not to do a whole lot of studying on these things because I wanted them to be legitimate reactions. So, that's kind of cool. Alforan and Armaaf do some really cool boxes. So you got this little bit here. I've never seen a Lattafa have a cool box before. So you got this little thing here. Oh, that's right. I think that one was the raspberry vanilla. This one is pineapple, cinnamon, and vanilla, and cashmere. I'm really excited about this one. Honor and Glory. So, top note pineapple, then the middle note cinnamon, pepper, benzoin, base notes vanilla, cashmere, sandalwood, moss. On paper, it sounds great. How can you mess that up? We're gonna find out. Y'all, I just have so much fun making these videos. I hope you have as much fun with me watching them. I love this stuff. So, here we go. Cool. Like, definitely glass, but gosh, if you could see this bottle, y'all. Gold plate, embossed, like, it is cool. A little bit more expensive, these guys. But it's supply and demand. Wow, that's a weird noise. Heavy cap. Heavy cap. Alright, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. What? Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. So right off the bat, you would think that you would get this huge note of, let's put it on paper. Right off the bat, you'd think you would get this huge note of sweetness, but because it's a pineapple brulee, you get this opening note of like a burnt sugar, because that's what brulee means. It means burnt. So you have like a pineapple, but it's bitter. You have the pineapple slaps you in the face, holy cow, but you have something that's incredibly bitter note, and then you have that vanilla chasing it, and that pepper. Oh my gosh. This is unlike anything that I've ever smelled. This is a tropical paradise. This is, you're on a beach somewhere. This is, no one can mistake that this is pineapple. If you don't want to wear this alone, I think a great option for this would be, people do this where they layer colognes. So they have like a fruity, like a super sweet one, and then maybe like a complex undertone. I could see you layering something like this. Gosh, that's good. And that cashmere sneaks in there. Wow. I'm gonna have to do a video on that. Gosh, all right. Let's take this box down, start the next one. All right, everybody, move the camera a little bit. Trying to get as much in the shot as I can, but it's a very small room, so I apologize if it's a little distracting. This is the smallest box. Should be the easiest and the fastest to get through. So, first off, Michael Jordan. I've had this one for a little while, but like I told you, all of these I've been collecting over a little bit of time. It wasn't like I just bought these today, so I thought it'd be nice if we could unbox it together. So here's the deal. Michael Jordan is nostalgia for me. Michael Jordan is first cologne I ever smelled. If you followed me, any of my cologne videos, you've seen this guy and other things. It's simple. I think this is a $15, $16 fragrance. So there's nothing fancy about it. do have a Michael Jordan 23, I think is what they call it. It's a different cologne. It's not this guy. So, I don't remember smelling the 23. I know that I did, but this is the guy that I remember. So, rubber cap, rubber butt, clear fragrance. Take it off, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like right off the bat, it's super citrusy. You get punched in the face with some citrus notes, some bitterness, and some cedar. Generic musk, generic woodsiness, possibly sandalwood. I don't think patchouli, but it's just a very clean, out of the shower, fresh scent that for $15, $16, pick it up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. If nothing else, spray it around the bathroom, spray it around the bedroom. It's a winner. Okay, so these next two. Oh, these next two. I'm so excited about these. So I forgot what I ordered. So as I'm seeing this is real excitement. This isn't concocted excitement. This is Fragrance World. Now, Fragrance World is one of those companies I'm gonna have to check out because they are UAE. And they are super, super cheap. I ordered suits from Fragrance World, made a video on it. I think one of the best colognes that I've ever smelled. So I don't really even like these fragrances that I ordered as colognes, but I really wanted to see what Fragrance World could do. So let's open this guy up. Gosh, I'm excited about this one. If you've never sprayed 20 fragrances in a room before, it does wonders to your sinuses. So, somehow dirty. How did this get dirty? I don't know. Cocktail intense. And I'm gonna open this up. 3.4 ounce eau de parfum. I'm gonna open this up and you're gonna tell me what this is a clone of. First off, how do I open it up? There we go. Oh, that is janky packaging. Come on. It's just like sitting there in this big box. Okay, anyways, what is this a clone of, y'all? Supposedly, it's a clone of Angel Share by Kayan. And supposedly it's pretty similar. Obviously, the cologne that everyone's familiar with is Lattafa. And that is the, wow, why am I drawing a blank on this right now? It's not the Assad, that's the other one. Camra. Lattafa's Camra is the number one, but Camra is not really celebrated for being like the most similar. It's just celebrated for being really, really good. So I'm interested to see this because this is supposed to be more of a true representation of Kayan's Angel Share. Oh, it smells like nothing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Vaporizer's good. Oh my gosh, that is a very offensive first note. Not in a bad way, just like in a take your breath away kind of way. Yeah, it's Angel Share. It's very similar. It's rich. It's This is a lot more masculine than I think Angel Share is. Super boozy, like kind of like lounge, you know, like cognac, whiskey, which is easy to make alcohol fragrances because this entire thing is alcohol. Like, it's pretty easy, you just don't mask that. But any sort of amber kind of cocktail looking fragrance is going to smell like a cocktail. It's going to smell like a lounge. So a little bit different from Camera, because Camera comes on super sweet with the vanilla and is a little bit more feminine. This guy here is definitely more masculine. It doesn't have nearly the projection as Camera does, which could be a good thing. A little bit more chill and a little bit more boozy. Super boozy. So I'm not a diehard fan of Kilian's Angel Share. I know some people are, but I really like the flavor profile as just being super unique. And I think it was $16. So let's move on to the other one. Again, I will let you all tell me what this is a clone of. Let's see what this guy looks like. Oh, it's one of the slidey boys. Interesting. It's got some cover art to it. Manufactured Fragrance World. Another Middle Eastern company. Voila. Decent packaging. Nothing fancy. By the way, I didn't say this. This is Cocktail Intense. This guy, Cocktail Intense. This next one is not even trying to hide what it is. Barakat, however they're going to say it, Rouge 540. This is your clone, obviously, of Baccarat. Instead of Baccarat, it's Barakat. I love it. I love it so much. Again, this is another clone that has been done to infinity and beyond. And they even put like Mason in the top because that's the maker of Baccarat. So I mean, basically just a carbon clone in almost every single way. This has been done so many times, and not only has it been a clone so many times, it's also the DNA has been used for a lot of other fragrances. I know Club de Nuit Untold is a clone of it. I know Al Haramain's Amber Oud. Which one was it? Red, and then they have another one that's a brownish color, and one of them is Baccarat. The other one is Baccarat 540 Rouge, which supposed to add in like almonds, like a nutty aspect to it. But if it's not being cloned, it's also the DNA is being used. Like Ariana Grande's Cloud uses the same DNA as Baccarat, so you've probably smelled it before, even if you didn't realize it. I don't think I sprayed on this guy. So, but supposedly this particular one is not one of the greatest. But I just wanted to check it out. 1, 2. Oh, on the second go. That smells like rubbing alcohol. So the reviews on this said that it smells really bad up front, and then it settles, and the dry down smells identical to Baccarat. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's synthetic, but so is Baccarat. Baccarat uses Ambrox and it uses synthetic ingredients, so everything is synthetic. It's fine. It smells like Ariana Grande's Cloud. It's definitely more of a women's fragrance. I honestly don't understand the hype behind all of it. I'm gonna have to test the dry down and a little bit more of the performance on this, but if you're trying to get Baccarat, there's so many great clones to it, so I would just go with one of those, to be quite honest with you. Let me get this box out of the way, and we'll start with the next one, okay? Moving on. This is one of our bigger boxes, so we'll just get the first one. This is Lattafa Kayan Alforan, again, unlimited. So the black box that we did earlier, it's the same line. This is just a different fragrance from it. I really wanted to try a lot of Lattafa stuff because I just think they do a good job. But I also don't think I have enough information to make that judgment based on the fact I haven't tried their stuff. Let's see if you could actually get that one. Is it gonna work? Lattafa's packaging is usually super tight. Cool. So I'm assuming it's gonna be the same situation, that I'm gonna open this up and the bottle's just kind of like bleh. Yeah, bleh. So this is the brother of the other one, the first one that I think I opened up, and for some reason it's always backwards too. The one that I talked about that has the strong raspberry opening note, this is from the same line. It's a white bottle. Other than that, I don't know what the difference is. It's the exact same. Golden horse, golden everything, you know, kind of cool. What, 18 bucks, 19 bucks, so kind of cool. I like it. I like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, that is not good. I'll put it on paper. I'll give it a second try. Gosh, that is not great. That's like a watered down lemon lime to me. Super perfumey, but in a bad way, like a cheap perfume. Now, I'll tell y'all, being totally upfront and honest, I have smelled some fragrances where I said that is awful. I would never use that. I don't understand why people, I mean, Leighton was one of those, and now I love Leighton, so it could be one of these things that grows on me, but yeah, the opening is so citrusy. It just smells like lemon lime, but then when it settles down, it just smells like makeup. Floral, but cheap floral. I like floral as much as the next guy, but gosh, I like the magnetic cap though. It does have the magnetic cap. That's kind of cool. Gosh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Maybe it'll grow on me. Alright. This is Baloud. Again, you saw the Lattafa, which was the white bottle, the one that I oohed and awed over and I thought was the greatest thing ever. So you would think, at least I think, whenever I see a red box, that it's going to be like cherry, because you see, Tom Ford's cherry, this and that. They're very good. Yves Saint Laurent has a black opium that they put over red, which is cherry. I mean, cherry's very common, but that's not what this is. And the Dumont, that's not what that was either. This is actually apple. this is, oh, it's one of those, like the second you open it, you smell it. This is one of those Lattafas as well. Gosh, kind of loud, sorry. Lattafa packaging is very good usually. So yeah, as soon as you open this guy up, you just smell super, super strong something. You don't know what it is, but it's super strong. Again, this is the brother of the white one that I got, the pineapple. Same thing. So let's open this up. Will you be my subscriber? It's very nice. Alright, let's see if we can get this out here. I really do feel bad about destroying these boxes, even though they're cheap boxes. Like, they didn't pay like $100,000 for this. I don't know. They look so nice. I don't know. If it's just a cheap cardboard box, I have no problem throwing it away, but those boxes are nice. Alright. Is the card just the same? I get to look on here and see the notes. Baloud, Sublime. Lattafa is known for their clones, but I have been, other than that white one, I don't know what happened with this guy. Someone fell asleep doing it, I don't know. Other than that one, their clones have been magnificent, and their original fragrances, I love that other one. Holy cow. If I could bathe in it, I would. Top note of this, lychee, rose, and apple. Mid notes, jasmine and plum. So I'm expecting a little bit of bitterness. And then base notes is moss, vanilla, and patchouli. I love patchouli. Anyone who doesn't like patchouli, I can't understand you. Let's go ahead and try this guy out, because I'm pretty dang excited about this. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on paper right away, because I know I'm going to want to try this. This is either going to be something that I love, or it's going to be probably my greatest disappointment. Forget about it. We're done. Shut down the cameras. That is phenomenal. It's everything you want it to be. Like, you hear, oh, apple fragrance. Oh, okay, but is it really? Yeah, it's a little subtle. This is like if an apple came up and just slapped you in the face and said, "You're gonna respect me or else." This is so strong on the apple. It is a huge opening note. I feel it's going back a little bit. It's going back a little bit. You see a little bit of the jasmine, a little bit of the bitterness seeping in there. Okay, as it sits, it takes on a little bit more of like high quality, expensive bath bombs. You smell a little bit more of that rosebud in there, a little bit more floral, a little bit more woodsy. That patchouli sneaks in just a tiny bit and says, "Hey, I'm still here." What a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. That absolutely did not disappoint. What a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. I love apples. I love the smell of apples. I love eating apples. I love everything about apples. This did not disappoint. Again, I'm not, all of these that you see here that I've opened, these are not recommendation. Stay tuned. I'm going to put these through performance tests. If you spray one of these, you spend $40 for this bottle, you spray it and it's gone, or you need 6 sprays just to smell it and it's gone in 2 hours, I will not recommend that fragrance. It's not worth it. It is not worth it. So all of these I'm not formally recommending. I like the smell of it. but I have to test performance before I recommend it. But the smell, pack it up, we're done here. All right, this is the last one from Fragrance World, and this is, again, you hear that when you hear rattling inside your box, they messed up. There's a design flaw here. This is Jax. Is it Jax? Let's just open it up. Let's see if I did it right. Nice. Made in the UAE. Most of these that I'm getting were made in December. I have been told that a lot of these fragrances are a little bit harsher on the front end. You let them sit for a little bit and they mellow out. All right. Oh my gosh, is it gonna fall? What is this? What is this? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Are you serious? A deck of cards? That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh. Blew my mind. Wow. Are you kidding me right now? All right. Hone it in. 2.7 ounces, 80 milliliters. This is, oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to crack this open. Let's crack this open first. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, how do I even get it open? I don't know how to get it open. I'm confused and excited, and I don't know what to do. Oh, stand by. Technical difficulties. Are you kidding me? Bro. First off, like, some of the cheapest cards in the world, but dude, look at this. And they have the fragrance roll on the back. The Joker. Dude. Fragrance World has my business for life. Unless it comes out that, like, they're a bunch of pedophiles or something, then I'll retract my statement. Fragrance World, if y'all listen, if y'all watching, you're awesome. That is the coolest little surprise. It even has a little place for, oh my gosh. Oh, that is so cool. Good for y'all. This is Jack. Getting back to the actual fragrance. I think it's Jack, but I'm not sure. This is a clone of Blue Electrique by Yves Saint Laurent. And Blue Electrique, it's a little, you can't find it that it's not that common, but Yves Saint Laurent, anything that comes in a little glass bottle, like the L'Homme and the Blue Electrique, their performance is so bad. So if this guy mimics it and has a better performance, I'll buy this all day, every day, if I like Blue Electrique. So it's not necessarily something that I bought because I was like, oh, it's so much more cost efficient. Oh my gosh, it had cards in it. A deck of freaking cards. Settle down. Okay. So, What's funny is that literally Fragrance World goes on Fragrantica and copy and paste the notes of it. So it literally, the Fragrance World, if y'all haven't noticed, and hopefully you have at this point, Fragrance World does not do inspired by. Fragrance World does not do anything other than actual carbon copy clones. That's all that they're interested in. So let's try it out. 1, 2, 3. God, I missed that again. Let's go one more time. It smells like puppy urine. Why does it smell like that? It's a very offensive off the front note. Like when you walk into a PetSmart and it just smells like urine. Okay, that died away pretty fast. That's good. Yeah, it's nice. It's like violet, a little fruity, super floral. Blue Electric. I mean, it's a blues cologne, but it's like fancy blues cologne. It's like something that you would wear in the spring, but you could also wear it in the fall. That's gorgeous. As it dries, it keeps getting better and better. Fruity, woodsy, musky. It kind of doesn't know what it wants to be honest with you. It's like has a little bit of everything in it, but perfectly balanced. Masculine. I don't think I would recommend that as a perfume. And it came with a deck of cards, and it's a bottle. Oh, dude, get out of here. That just made my night. That just made my night. It's literally like a super, I mean, just like as cheap can be. Actually I have a deck of cards on my desk that I always keep. It's like super cheap. It's like, oh, that's so cool. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, last one in the box. This is Maahir Legacy, another Lattafa. They have a lot of these, but this one in particular I think is it's the best one, at least ratings wise. I've never tried it, but let's I've seen the reviews, and people tend to not like this cologne, and it's siblings. People don't like they have a black version and a couple other versions, and as a general rule, people only like this version. Did I do enough to get it? So, I've mastered the art of cheating the system and opening things quietly. I honestly have to say this is probably one of the coolest boxes that I've ever seen. It is rad. Oh my gosh, I really love this. Let's see this ready. I'm jealous y'all get to see it before me. What does it look like? Oh, okay. Doesn't look like too much. Open it up. You're kidding me. There's a freaking horse head on it. Oh, it's actually tied in there. So, take this. Out we go. Watcha. 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 Let's get this bad boy out here. Boom. Set it down quietly. I think that is awesome. That is so cool. And it's nothing complicated about it. It's just cool. So, put that in there. This is Lattafa. Heavy as all get out. This is their silver version. It is Maahir Legacy. Legacy is the name of it. There's a lot of different ones with the horse heads, but this is Legacy. This is a clone of you would think Pegasus, right? Because Pegasus is a horse of Parfums de Marly, but it's not. It's actually a clone of Sedley, which is one of Parfums de Marly's most expensive fragrances. So take off the horse head. Oh. That is heavy. It looks like a chess piece for the night. Shout out to chess. I love chess. Alright, let's do this thing. Sedley, Sedley, Sedley. 1, 2, 3. That was a good spray. I was really happy with Armaaf Craze. So let's see if I like this other Parfums de Marly clone. God, it smells familiar. It smells kind of like a Calvin Klein fragrance, like Eternity or one of those other ones. It's unique. It's musky. It's fruity. It settles because it's also maybe has some like Broxen or some sort of jasmine, something earthy in there that's bringing it down. Not in a bad way, just like making it more subtle. It smells more mature, smells more like an older man's fragrance. More professional. Like I guess you could see this in like The Office. It's not a date night cologne. It's not something that you would wear at the club or anything like that or go dancing. This is very mature, very much I want to be taken seriously and this is what I'm gonna wear. Perfectly inoffensive. I don't love it. I also don't hate it. Would I recommend it? I have no idea. But one of the coolest colognes, and the head almost fell off again. So really cool. Alright, finished with that box. Let me grab the other one. Alright, so this box is a little bit special because I have my own video that I want to do on these colognes for very specific reasons. So I might not test. Well, I promise you I'm not going to test all of these, but let's get them out and see. The video that I'm going to do, I want to be blind testing. So the first thing we got here, we got some bubble wrap. See if we can cut this open. Need to change this blade. Holy cow. Can't cut anything. I don't think this could cut butter right now. Alright, hopefully that wasn't too loud. Let's get it on to it. Uno. Dos. Trace. They gave me like random stuff that I didn't order. What is that? Cuatro. And then maybe something else here too. And a mystery cologne. So I should have 5 here, and I do. First off, I'm interested. What the heck is this here? I don't know what this is. I don't think I ordered this. I think that I ordered 5 though, so this should be something. Let's see what this is. What are you, sir? Oh yeah, okay, we're good. So this is gonna be in a future video. This is 4711. 4711 is the oldest cologne still manufactured. There's a lot of other old colognes, and I'll say this is going to be a total video in itself, but this is the oldest cologne that's still being made as it was made back then. I think it dates back to the 1500s, if I'm not mistaken, but I can spray this. This is fine. I can test this one. This is a 90 ml. A lot of times by default, these things, oh, I don't know why I just grabbed the smell, but that was really good. A lot of times, these things standard come in like half a gallon jugs, like with no decanter, with no vaporizer, no nothing. So let's see what the oldest cologne in the world smells like. I will say back then, this notion of what the heck is that? What is that? It's spicy as all get out. It smells like it's like a mix between sunscreen and body odor. It burns the nostrils. It smells like Florida. In Florida, if the entire state was a smell, it would smell like this. That's going to be an interesting challenge then that I'm going to do. But anyways, I wanted to order a small bottle, so I didn't have this half-liter jug of something that I didn't even know if I was going to like, but it's very cheap. Stay looking forward to that. Stay tuned. Finally say it correctly one of these days. I'm going to have a whole other video dedicated to that and a challenge that I'm going to do. Versace, the Dreamer. Just so you know, too, for all of you out there, that is a hot button issue. Like my inability to open up these boxes is also a hot button issue. That is a hot button issue with certain individuals. The correct pronunciation of people pronounce it Versace. It's not Versace, but this is also like the people don't say Givenchy, they say Givenchy. It's like, how pretentious can we possibly make this stuff? Anyways, this isn't coming undone, so let's see, maybe I might be able to cut this. I think I can. Always cut away from you kids. It's something that I learned the hard way. This is Versace's The Dreamer. Interesting little thing that it's got going on there. You got the Versace logo like you have on the arrows and all of that kind of stuff. You have interesting sort of, this is not a cap, this is legit how you spray it out. I can't smell anything, which is good. This is going to be in a future video, so I want to be able to blindly sample that. So I'm going to save that for later. But I also have another one, Versace. Let's see if this box opens. This box does open. And this is Versace blue jeans. Again, this is not going to be one that I'm going to sample here because it's going to be a blind sample later on. And I can't smell anything on there, but super simplistic design. I really like it. But anything Versace is going to be, yeah. Anyway, I don't think I ever finished that thought. It's Versace. I'm not a snob, or at least I try not to be, so I don't care. But that is an area of contesting. This is another tester. And this is the beautiful, the famous Dolce & Gabbana light blue. I feel like I'm getting a little short sell there. Look at that. The juice doesn't go up to the top, man. Come on, what's going on? This is an absolute classic in its own right. See, I have no problem throwing away these boxes. They're garbage boxes. Light blue, Dolce & Gabbana. I've smelled this many times. It's super powdery, super sugary, kind of feminine, but also can be worn, I think, probably unisex. It's really good, honestly. It's really good. Look forward to putting that in the future video. Now we have our last one. I have no idea what this is, but it's heavy. So last one in this box. Let's see if I can get it open. This is Gray Flannel by Jeffrey Bean. It's another one of those that's gonna have its own video, or challenge video. So very interested to try this one as well. The cap does not want to come off. Very, very cheap cap, very flexible. Yeah, I can't really smell it either, so we're gonna be putting that one through the test. So I think we're at 17 colognes right now. So let's go ahead and move on to our final box. Last box. Now this box was, I haven't even opened it yet, so it's gonna be unboxing on the way around. This particular order I got from Forever Luxe, and the last one that I unboxed I got from a place called Perfume Empire. I suggest Perfume Empire. I don't know if I suggest Forever Luxe. The prices are good, but both of them have free shipping, but they use DHL, so it took me almost 2 weeks to get this, which is crazy. I would have paid $5 if I could have it in a few days, but not their problem, not their fault. The DHL sucks, but it is their fault that they have, elected the worst shipping option. So, and these are actually my most expensive colognes that I ordered. And I can actually smell them from here. We got more testers. There should be 3 in here. 1, 2. Oh, here's a coupon for y'all if you want to give Forever Luxe a try. 25% off plus free shipping. They do have some good stuff on there, I will say. Expires $4.19, but I'm sure they're gonna run other specials. And then last one, our 20th fragrance. All done with this. Alright, let's get into it. So, I could probably, I don't know, I'm not going to test this. These are another 3 for a future clone video, which I would like to do maybe as my next release, so it should be coming soon. If you're interested, if you care. So, this is very stout. This is Dolce & Gabbana, the one, and this is the 3.4. And this is the Eau de Toilette, which I hear is the best version. It's kind of funny, like the same thing with Aqua di Gio. The EDT is actually ranked higher than the Eau de Parfum. But you got this like wooden magnetized, I don't think it's magnetized, this wooden cap on it. Yeah, I smell it a little bit. But we'll leave that for the future video. There we go. Put the cap on. So, I've tested that before, but it's been a while, so I want to do it fresh on the next video. And then what do we got here? I have nothing bad to say about Forever Lux. I just wish they didn't use DHL. I'm sure I could have upgraded, but Eternity Eau de Toilette again. Seems like I'm a little short there. This is a 3.4, but it seems like I'm a little bit short. You can see there. It's a little bit robbed. Yep, can't smell it. So, Eternity, another Eau de Toilette. Makes good sounds though. The last one, the big boy. This is Jupe Home Eau de Toilette, which we talked about. Home meaning him, so just a differentiation. This is a men's cologne. It's fragrance, but it is for men. And I forgot to say, the one was made in Italy, and Eternity was made in France. So most of them are. Most of the fragrances that I've seen are made in France. Francia. This is France as well. Big boy. This is the 6.7 ounce bottle. Now, I've never even heard of Jupe before I got the idea to do my next video, and never smelled it. Never. I have no notion of what this is going to be like, what it's going to smell like. No notion whatsoever. And the reason why I got the big one was because it was cost efficient. You get much more value. So, but again, you can see it kind of looks like they're cheaping you a little bit at the top, which I really love the color of this. I really love the color of this. And the bottle, I love everything about this so far. I smell it a little bit, but it'll be an interesting blind test. So, Jupe Home Eau de Toilette. Okay. So, that's all 20 of them. I obviously didn't test them all, but I always leave on a note when I talk about all of these fragrances. I always try to give you all some, the people who have stayed, which is probably very few of you at this point, but always try to give you all my opinion of what I think the best ones that I smelled are. So let me get them, and I'll rate them for you, or rank them for you. Sitting here with all these fragrances that I've tried, you probably can't see all of them, but all in all, you know, this guy, this Kayan Alforan was just nasty to me. I just don't like it. It smells like a weird lotion, like a weird baby powder. I'm sorry, I just don't like it. So that's got to be last. Next, I would probably say the Barakat it's not horrible, but it comes off so much synthetic alcohol. It's just, it's not great. Next, I can't overlook this one. This is gross, and I am not excited about this challenge video that I'm going to do with that, but do anything for you guys. So next, I'd probably rank Cocktail Intense, just because I think that Comra does it better, but it's not bad. These over here are just so good. I have to, I'm sorry. Next, I'll say Michael Jordan, just because there's nothing fancy about it. It's clean. I just think the other fragrances are better. There's nothing wrong with it. It's clean, come out of a shower. I mean, that kind of fragrance. People go, oh, you just took a shower and something. No, it is clean. It's clean. So, very good. I like it a lot. Next, just shooting off the hip, I want to say Uomo, Casual Life. I was expecting a little bit more, and it's not bad. It smells super 90s, like, it's really not bad. The performance is actually, I think, pretty decent. So, just smelled the strips again that I sprayed, and it's still holding solid. So, I don't know. Maybe I should have ranked it higher, but we'll never know. The next one is Legacy. I'm not a huge fan of Sedley, and I hate to say it. It's just a little too body odor-ish to me. It's a little bit, kind of smells like skin. It's just, I don't know. I don't think there's any leather in here. I don't know what note it is. It doesn't grab me as being like phenomenal. Next, I would probably say the Jack by Fragrance World. Blue Electrique, yes, but also not really my favorite. I will say when I got this, that is actually pretty good. Maybe I should take it back. Sorry. When I got this, it was $26, and now it's $40. I would not pay $40 for this. I'll tell you that right up. I would pay $25, and I'd buy it again. But it's not a $40 free, in my opinion. Okay, getting down to it. Next, I'm gonna go with the very first fragrance that I opened up, which is the Armaaf Craze, the one that took me forever to pronounce. This is the clone of Pegasus by Parfums de Marly. And I like how unique it is. It has a very unique fragrance. So is Sedley, don't get me wrong. All Parfums de Marly's are pretty unique in that they have DNA that other cologne houses just don't, or other fragrances don't. But all in all, yeah, a solid 5th place, which I think is great, considering all the other fragrances. Next is Kayan, Alforan. I don't know whatever they did bad in the white one, they did good in the black one. I really like this, even though it's super feminine. Something about that raspberry and the fact that I just have never smelled raspberry before, especially as a top note. I guess I've had the Herba Pura and the red fruit before, but never something that specifically raspberry and vanilla. I think it's just, I think it's phenomenal. I don't even think I paid $20 for this. Really, really good. Okay. These top 3 are going to be tough. I kind of know which direction I'm going to go though. Number 3, Sublime. The fact that Lattafa is 4 out of my top 5 It's pretty dang good. Or three out of my top 5. 3 out of my top 4. Or 5, whichever you want to say. Sublime is that apple. Oh, it just smells so good. It smells like just a really good, like, Bath and Body Works, like, body scrub. It's apple, but then you also have that little bit of woodiness. It's really, really good. I mean, I don't need to talk about it anymore, because I've talked about it more in the past, but yeah. And then number 2, I ate my words on this guy. I said I was not expecting much. This blew me away. So good. They say that, I did look it up. They said that watermelon is the opener, and now that I've smelled it, I can kind of tell a little bit. But I'm still getting something that is Christmassy and holiday on this guy, and honestly, it makes me angry that it is April. So I wish it was fall. Well, I mean, for so many other reasons, I wish it was fall as well, but I really wish I could rock this, because I just don't think this is a summer or a spring fragrance. I think this is a fall winter fragrance. It upsets me that I have to wait months and months and months to wear it. And then number 1, Honor and Glory by Baloud. This blew me away, and it might be one of those things that I get sick of it a little bit. The very heavy pineapple and the bitterness. I could see where I would get sick of it, but not right now. I think just from a shock factor, I was not expecting this. I don't know what I was expecting nothing. I had no preconceived notions, but this blew me away. So both of these in the top 3, but I did want to give Nitro its due. So, and this is I think it's an eau de parfum. Yeah, eau de parfum. So work on your packaging. Work on your packaging. Nitro. It kind of sucks, but other than that, really, really good showing. Gosh, what can I say? It's been an honor. It's been an honor and a privilege to be here with you all. Really, really enjoyed this and enjoyed these videos. So look forward to doing more of them to come. But it's great fragrances, and I look forward to implementing more of them. So also not I know I've said it before, but not sponsored by anybody. All of these I paid full price for. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I don't have a deal going on. I don't have coupon codes. I'm a consumer just like you all are. So I got these for you all, and really excited about pumping out some good quality content coming forward. So hope you all enjoyed the longest, biggest, I guess longest lasting, biggest, best, greatest cologne unboxing and review video. I'll see you all next time.